WWE Network presents WWE Super Showdown.
Change the name from Super Showdown to Random Card with hardly any logical reason for its existence, and it'll look more accurate. Unfortunately. WWE event shows aerial view of the city they're present in cliché, opening this Super Showdown with a super cliché. Sorry, I'm not gonna make any more puns like that. This event gets an immediate 15 sins just for once again posting false advertisement on the rivalry between Triple H and The Undertaker. First it was end of an era, which never happened. Then it was last time ever, which also isn't the case by the end of the show. John Cena's involvement in this show is unnecessary as he was never in the picture of the hype to the tag team match he's set to compete in.
70,309.
And people actually demanded me to admit that the Melbourne Cricket Ground was not just going to break WrestleMania 32's record, but completely shatter it. Those people are the reason this sin counts.
It feels like WrestleMania.
Not even close.
Yes, I was going to say this match is for the tag team titles.
Michael Cole said that he almost made a mistake, despite that mistake being this match was for the tag team titles, which was correct. The only mistake Michael made was thinking he almost made a mistake. That one awkward moment when you realize that the only title matches that are taking place, with the exception of the Cruiserweight title, are from the SmackDown brand. 3/4 of the Raw champions are in a 6-person tag team match, and the remaining champion is also in a 6-person tag team match. Also, that reminds me, I can't place that 30 sin penalty on Roman Reigns for not defending the Universal title because he actually showed up and has a match tonight, but I will however throw 10 sins into the mix for him not defending his Universal title, especially on a major show like this one. Why did Cesaro lift himself up from his position before Xavier Woods connected the elbow drop?
Here's the cover.
Cesaro's shoulder is clearly off the ground, so this pinfall should not qualify.
Money in the Bank contract winner.
And here we go already with Michael Cole listing off a wrestler's accomplishments instead of calling the action of the match.
Oh, and again, the bar dominating so far.
No one likes a rhymer, Michael.
A New Day as...
I don't get why Cesaro was showing the referee how to draw an air circle while arguing why that last pinfall wasn't a 3 count. Is he losing his mind?
Warrior put the brakes on.
The fans in Melbourne haven't realized that Sheamus is no longer affected by the "you look stupid" chants.
Kick out at 2. Woods almost stole one there.
Commentator stupidly refers to a roll-up type of pin as stealing the victory cliché.
The kick from Kofi. Cesaro.
See, now that's trying to steal the victory, Michael. Doing illegal things like putting your feet on the ropes or grasping the tights. I'm actually going to deduct 2 sins for the creative combination of the backstabber and the coup de grace. That definitely is painful. Big E trying to have sex with a SmackDown Tag Team title. This is obviously not a live feed considering it was pitch black dark 15 minutes ago.
As she heads down to the ring, but that's...
Charlotte is not even halfway to the ring yet, and WWE decides to cut her entrance and play Becky Lynch's theme already. Dicks.
were once the best of friends.
Corey Graves just said that 20 seconds ago. Why is Michael Cole repeating the same thing about Charlotte and Becky being former best friends? We don't care about that anymore. First, WWE cuts Charlotte's entrance halfway to the ring, and now they do the same thing to Becky by playing the video hype to this match. Discount Inception music. Hey, audio technician, cut the damn music! The entrance is over! Meanwhile, on this far side of the stadium, and holy crap, I would not want to be sitting this far away from the action.
Becky Lynch knows she needs to come out here hot.
If Becky needs to come out here hot, mission accomplished.
Charlotte has earned everything that she's had here.
Let me stop you right there. Yes, she's a Flair, yes, she's a 7-time champion, but that doesn't mean Charlotte earned everything she got. She returns from injury and is immediately granted a chance to be in an already booked women's title match.
Charlotte is in a great deal of jeopardy.
No shit, Sherlock.
Hope these women...
The fans are chanting "you fucked up" to a non-existent botch, because I checked through the match again and found no signs of a botch before they chanted that. To what are they chanting "you fucked up" to?
Turned her inside out for the championship!
What the hell happened to the quality of Michael Cole's microphone? Now it sounds like he's so far away.
Pay-per-view event, Evolution.
The what? Oh, right, that all-women's pay-per-view that was announced 2.5 months ago and has hardly been mentioned or hyped ever since. Hell, this event has been given more hype months before it even happened.
Dismissed by Charlotte and Becky.
The connection of Charlotte's attack was heard before her knee even made contact with Becky. Heel champion attempts to walk out a title match with a championship cliche, and you guys thought that Becky Lynch wasn't a heel when she's clearly doing all the heel tactics.
Championship!
Seriously, why do people say Becky isn't a heel wrestler? Literally only a heel does shit like this. Be in denial all you want, Becky's a heel, that's the truth. Post-match assault. Kevin Owens, I really wish I weren't here right now getting overshadowed by some dude with a guitar face.
I told them Super Showdown should be in Canada.
Don't worry, Kevin. Canada's got SummerSlam week next year. Ha! Take that!
So I've got a sword.
What an asshole.
Leo Rush did not make the trip.
Probably because Leo Rush realized that the man of the hour in this case is John Cena, sadly. I don't blame him for not showing up. With every infrequent appearances he's made, John Cena indeed has lived up to the name of his catchphrase. It's been so long since we last seen John Cena, I think the WWE brought the wrong John in this case. Has JBL shrunk and actually gained muscle?
Working on movies and the like.
Remember the good old days when John Cena said that he would never become like The Rock? Well, as usual, promises are bullshit in the WWE.
Hype man, but as a
What in the hell was that supposed to be? That was so bad, I might just have to add in a double sin.
Every time I try to talk to him, Leo Rush jumps in the way.
That's because Leo Rush is a spotlight-craving asshole.
dude, he's always so salty.
When has Kevin Owens not been in a salty mood? That is how he usually is, Renee.
On his behalf.
You know, I think a lot of people.
Copyright infringement, even if Kevin Owens is telling the sad truth about John Cena's career these days. No one cares what's trending.
Cover on Lashley, kick out by Bobby at 2.
Elias pins Bobby Lashley, gets an obvious 1 count, and yet Kevin argues with the referee about that being a 3 count. That's literally the second trend shown in the last 50 seconds, getting to be a little too much here.
You don't tell me what to do. I say something if I...
John Cena playing the part of the WWE Sinner by pointing out the flaws of Kevin's plan. That's my job.
John Cena not focused.
John is hanging out in the wrong corner.
Shit, the 6th move of doom.
Really? That's John's next big move of doom? A single punch to the face? Sorry, but this is not believable in any sort of way whatsoever. Word of advice, don't ever do that move again. It makes your match endings look like a super letdown, which could be another appropriate name for this event. Skip! The sight of a fan with a finger in his mouth looks super wrong.
I want to say it. No, but I want to say it.
I get that the Iconics... Seriously? I can't even tell if I'm ever saying that right. Are in their hometown, but you don't have to take forever just to cut a promo. WWE really missed out on the chance to have both Naomi and Asuka to be glowing during this entrance. Sure, we got a bit of Asuka's hair and mask paint glowing, but that's pretty much it. See what I mean? Asuka's almost entirely invisible during this entrance, making it seem like Naomi is the only one heading to the ring.
They won Mixed Match Challenge last year.
Last year? Michael, there never was a Mixed Match Challenge in 2017. It would make more sense if you said in Season 1, but the fact of the matter is the Mixed Match Challenge began in January 2018.
As I once beat Naomi in a dance contest.
Don't remember that? Don't give a shit.
October 6th will forever be known as Iconic Day.
Corey Graves better look over his shoulder just in case Rusev is around after making that comment.
Naomi, though.
Billy Kay just lets this happen instead of immediately going after Naomi.
Cheer.
What has become of the once undefeated Asuka?
Iconic!
Time wasting!
Got over 40 people here.
Where are they getting their tickets? Up in the nosebleeds?
Michael Cole always has to be an asshole to somebody's family. Don't get me started on the insults toward Jerry Lawler's family back in 2011.
Really does have a WrestleMania-like feel here tonight.
What, just because it's in a stadium? A stadium is one thing, but your entire match card has to have that WrestleMania feel in order for it to be a WrestleMania feel.
He's gonna be feeling.
Did you hear that?
No, we're deaf!
Asuka, missile drop kick.
Actually, we should change the name of that from Missile Dropkick to Miss Dropkick, considering Asuka missed Billy completely.
Snatch a ball.
Naomi just did what all males have been dreaming about doing to Peyton Royce. Clearly, this guy lost the bet because despite clapping, he has a look of regret on his face. This entire rivalry between AJ Styles and Samoa Joe has become much more personal than ever before, and yet we're still placing the WWE title match just a little after the 1 hour mark on a 4-hour event. This honestly had more build-up than a majority of the other matches coming up.
Burying you alive.
You know, if this match was made into a buried alive match after that comment, then this whole thing would be a lot more exciting. It'd be the first time we'd ever contested a buried alive match without The Undertaker.
Daddy's home.
Love that movie.
Sadistic.
I'm just gonna go ahead and throw in another 5 sins because of WWE constantly cutting the rest of the wrestlers' entrances. If you're saying that they're only doing that to save time, then I'd ask why they didn't cut the entrances at WrestleMania 33, an event with a ramp 2 times longer than this one.
He is the challenger.
Oh really? Samoa Joe is the challenger for the WWE Championship? I never really knew that. What an unexpected twist. The uninterested in what he's doing entrance from AJ Styles.
AJ Styles.
This match has no disqualifications or countouts, yet the referee doesn't immediately ring the bell when AJ and Joe start fighting outside the ring.
Has to get them in the ring to actually ring the bell.
Bullshit! If that's the case, then how do you explain the hundreds of matches that started with the wrestlers fighting outside the ring? I'll tell you the explanation. It's all bullshit!
Paige was going to fire Samoa Joe.
Paige was going to fire Samoa Joe for something not even related to their job. I'm honestly surprised that Triple H didn't get fired when he ambushed Randy Orton in his home nearly 10 years ago. Holy shit, that was 10 years ago? Damn, I'm old.
Joe and a sack.
Ow, my butt!
Here in Australian.
Renee, this country is not called Australian. That's the name of someone who is from Australia. That was hilarious.
I truly don't think there's.
By this point, we have seen Samoa Joe hit a suicide dive so many times in his career, to the point where I don't believe it qualifies as a holy shit moment anymore.
And the scariest thing about him is how he...
AJ turned himself around a little too early, making his collision with the barricade look awkward. Try to do it better next time.
Again, there are no...
Nuh-uh, don't even start, Michael. We already know that this match has no disqualifications or countouts.
Samoa Joe can do anything he wants.
And I can sin anything I want to all who have said these aren't sins over the years. If I say they are, then they are.
Into this battle.
Oh, it's Joe!
Like I said before, it's moments like that where flipping all over the place upon collision makes sense. Usually these days, wrestlers do that if someone smaller than them collides into them.
And imagine what he's capable of to remain WWE Champion.
How the hell can we imagine what Samoa Joe would go through to remain WWE Champion if he has never been the WWE Champion? Which sadly includes tonight.
Physically break him too.
We want tables chance, likely because this no disqualification match has felt like a regular one-on-one match throughout the first 10 minutes.
WWE Champion for only a short time now.
Only a short time? Don't think that's even possible considering AJ Styles has been WWE Champion for almost a year now.
The strikes by the champ. AJ.
Gosh darn it, Joe. AJ delivered a clothesline and yet you landed the wrong way. Double sin for divine logic.
1000th episode of SmackDown.
The what? Oh, right, that major milestone that has hardly ever been mentioned or hyped up until now. Hell, Raw's 1000th episode gained a lot of hype months before it even happened. Is AJ wearing a thong or something? Samoa Joe accidentally mooning the crowd.
This is one of the most hard-hitting matches I've ever witnessed in my life.
I'm sorry, but I cannot hear Renee say that without laughing. This match was okay, pretty decent, but Renee Young must have not watched a lot of wrestling if she qualifies this match to be one of the most hard-hitting matches she's ever seen in her entire life.
Momentarily off the second.
After doing this earlier in the match and once in each of their previous two pay-per-view encounters, AJ figures doing the moonsault DDT will work once again.
There are no
Shut up! Also, a matchup that's under no disqualification rules takes 15 minutes to actually live up to that name. Not the worst I've seen, but still.
I'm surprised it took this long.
You and me both, Corey.
How does Styles do it?
Not human.
I don't like Michael Cole because he messes up his facts. I don't like Byron Saxton because he's an annoying idiot. I don't like Renee Young because a lot of the things she says don't make any sense or is an overreaction to something. Like referring to AJ Styles as inhuman by surviving an average beatdown with no intensity to it.
The next time he sees his.
Are you kidding me right now? Samoa Joe was looking at AJ, who hadn't even started to lift the chair up and bent over to expose his back instead of, I don't know, punching the chair back in AJ's face or something? Man, that was really bad.
Samoa Joe is ready for dinner.
Really? In one sentence, Corey Graves says a bad pun and promotes cannibalism at the same time.
What the hell does Joe have in mind here?
The WWE Championship.
Duh.
Joe's had knee problems in the past.
Apparently, you just need to put someone through a table once in order to get the fans to chant "This is awesome" these days. AJ actually shown remorse for the guy who verbally harassed his family and broke into his house.
The rope won't force a break here.
And yet it does for previous matches under this stipulation for reasons we still don't know. Wrong. That 450 splash connected to Samoa Joe's ankle, not his knee. If anything, we should be making a big deal about his ankle being in pain. Plus, Joe should be clutching his ankle right now as his knee was spared. God, this match has so many moments of defiant logic.
Joe can't even stand.
And yet he is, Michael, so yes, he can.
Lands in the
That was no doubt one of the softest knife-edge chops I've ever seen in my life. And unlike Renee Young earlier, I'm being serious when I say that.
No countouts, no disqualification.
Not you too, Corey!
He wants to bury Samoa Joe here in Melbourne.
Forgot to mention the word alive, considering AJ clearly wanted to bury him alive, which once again makes me wish this was contested under buried alive rules. Also, stating the obvious. Why bother going for the muscle buster if Samoa Joe is legit not allowed to use that move anymore, meaning it will always get countered no matter what? Why doesn't Joe reach behind him and whack AJ's head off the canvas like he did before? It worked in the past, it'll definitely work again since that's the way to get out of the calf crusher. Haha, the referee's voice cracked. Also, Samoa Joe doesn't realize that the ropes will not break the hold. SmackDown 1000 is less than 2 weeks away, and only now does it actually get hyped. It should have been hyped 1,000 times by now if it's a major milestone in the show's history. Liv Morgan is too lazy to walk to the ring.
Took Ronda Rousey.
Who the hell is Ronda Rousey? Never heard of her. Is she somebody who resides in Appleton, where Chris Jericho won his Money in the Bank ladder match and the never-ending list of things that secretly happened?
Bright lights of WWE.
Ruby Riott is just as pissed at being interrupted during the Riott Squad's entrance as I am.
11:21.
Also the Bella Twins' birthday.
Not their birthday.
This just further proves that Renee Young is embarrassing on commentary. She mentions the numbers 11/21, which is November 21st. Corey remarks about that day also being the birthday of the Bella Twins, which is correct. And Renee says, it's not their birthday. You've been hanging out with them on Total Divas. I'm pretty sure you would know when their freaking birthday is.
And no smiles from Ronda Rousey's camp either.
No smiles? Nikki Bella is clearly smiling. What are you talking about? WWE trying to get us hyped for a match between Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella by this brief dissension on who's going to start. No thanks, not interested. Then again, WWE believes the term not interested means they said yes, let's do it.
Here's his Nikki.
Attacking from behind.
Two-time women's champion.
Wrong, Michael. Nikki Bella has never won the women's title whatsoever. She is a former Divas champion. They're not the same goddamn title, nor do they share the same lineage. Hell, the Raw women's title doesn't share the same lineage as the former women's championship.
You need to focus on the Riott Squad.
Corey Graves, as always, would be great at CinemaSins 2 expansion.
Match. Tag made.
And WWE once again trying to show possible dissension with the Bella Twins and Ronda by ignoring her during the tags. Again, not interested.
I'll bring a former women's champion.
Michael Cole gets a double sin as he now labeled Brie Bella as a former women's champion. Michael, I'm going to say this again. None of the Bella Twins have been the women's champion ever!
Daniel Bryan in a matchup later.
That doesn't matter right now, Michael. Focus on this match, not Daniel Bryan's.
Remember, a couple of weeks.
I've seen wrestlers for taunting their opponents, for attacking them from behind, and many other villainous tactics. But this is the first time I've ever seen a wrestler for blowing raspberries at their opponent. Also, Liv Morgan said she had something special planned for Brie Bella, and that was probably it. What a totally amazing tease. Don't accidentally rip her tongue out now.
Find unity through mutiny.
Liv is going to town on the air. Those are some nasty kicks.
Seeing 3 women come together.
Whoa, who the hell is playing with the spotlight colors? Why did it suddenly get turquoise in the stadium?
Smash mouth style.
Hey now, you're an all-star.
Hey! What did I say about playing that in my videos?
Ronda back up on the apron.
Ronda Rousey is telling Nikki Bella to tag her in despite the fact that Nikki is being pulled away from the corner. How can she tag you in if she's being dragged away?
The sweeps, the strikes.
Most of the time, I think Ronda improvises what she does because her creativity is always amazing.
Hit the post.
Oh god, that was horrible the way Nikki softly hit the barricade.
Oh, did you hear that?
Did you say something? The referee is just standing there and allowing Liv Morgan to be attacked in the ring despite the fact that she's not the legal participant. Do your job, you moron.